And we're live. All right. So it's just Matt and I. Hey, Matt. And Matt has
No.
Matt's got a box. What's in that box, Matt?
Hopefully, lots of cool Lankhmar goodness.
Nice. Yeah, so Goodman Games, they've got some pretty good sales going on right now, and some of their like more obscure stuff, their warehouse clearing sale, it's like 90% off on some of this stuff. But I did a quick Google search just to know what was going on. Goodman Games didn't lose the rights to Lankhmar, so we don't have to worry about that. They announced a new partnership in 2023, so they're going to produce a game line specifically for Lankhmar, and this new license will give them kind of total freedom to do it however they want. So maybe closer to the Dying Earth set that they did for the Jack Vance books or stories. So yeah, they can. It won't just be a setting for Dungeon Crawl Classics. They can make it, more of its own thing. So we'll, might be getting a new crowdfunder and stuff. Once they've. But I think they crowdfunded this box set as well. But we will.
Originally, yeah, I think they did.
So yeah, we'll see what they're up to. But it's not bad news. I was really worried that this kind of like everything Lankhmar being. On sale meant bad things, but it looks like they're just going to refresh the line. So that's
and their sale is a lot of other stuff too.
Yes, yeah, definitely. Yeah, so I'll put a link in the description if anybody is interested. There's that kind of collection, the slipcase collection of adventures that they did. The DCC Tome of Adventure is half off. It was 220, and now it's 110. So yeah, if you're in North America or probably Canada too, that's a pretty good deal on. It's the Purple Planet, Terror of the Purple Planet, the Lankhmar, and then 2 other volumes. So it's 4 volumes. Including kind of everything they've been releasing. So volumes 1 through 4 in a special slipcase.
They also had VTT assets dirt cheap.
Oh, nice.
Like I bought the Lankhmar one.
Nice. Yeah, I was reading
like $2.
Wow, that's great. Oof, yeah, that's really good. Yeah, I guess there's no official, like they haven't made an official deal with anybody. Somebody did a really nice, about 5 years ago, a really nice Lankhmar set for Fantasy Grounds, but they were asked to take it down because the license didn't cover any of that. So they couldn't officially choose a platform, I guess. So they're allowed to do digital assets, but they can't ally themselves with they can't sell VTT with the license. That might change, hopefully they'll have more freedom.
Hopefully.
But yeah, so we shall see. So yeah,
cool.
Good to see everybody.
Should I cut this turkey open?
Yes, let's see what we got. Right.
Honestly, I've sort of forgotten. I got so excited when I saw that sale. I mean, I know I got the box set.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I got something else, but I'm kind of forgetting exactly. Oh, well, there's a manifest. Let me see here.
There you go. Yeah, what's your address and stuff?
Yeah. Oh, no. Okay. It's the Dungeon Crawl Classics Lankhmar box set and Blasphemy and Larceny in Lankhmar.
Nice.
Get rid of it. One moment. Okay. I'll get that shrink off in a sec.
Okay.
What do we got? Castle White Rock, the greatest dungeon story ever told, coming in 2025.
Oh, I think I saw an ad for that.
A postcard for a Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm.
Dungeon Con 2, May 1st through 3rd.
Wow. In the Garden City of Fort Wayne.
Year indeterminate.
Maybe it's just every year.
Glare's kind of bad. All right, there we go. So this is the little Dungeon Crawl Classics Lankhmar, Blasphemy, and Larceny in Lankhmar. A level 5 adventure. So, let's see here. Member of your gang awakens in an alleyway with foggy memories of a deal made, a job taken, a partner slain, and a heist planned. They struggle to remember the details, but you all agree that breaking into an abandoned temple should be a simpler matter. In and out. Yet the heist is on a collision course with something sinister. Alright. So this was. It's actually really thin.
Yeah.
I think I paid like $5 for this,
Mhm.
so I'm not mad about it. But it's actually a really thin adventure. It's got some of their classic DCC ads going on there.
Nice. Oh yeah, so I'll have to see what was included, because that says adventure number 5, right? Yeah, so I guess I have level 5th level. So yeah, hopefully you got some 1 through 4.
Adventure by Bob Brinkman, based on a concept by Michael Curtis. Oh, Michael Curtis, I know he does a lot of work for. Cover artist Jeff Easley. That's Jeff Easley? Wow.
Oh wow, yeah.
That looks different than what I'm used to seeing.
Yeah, a little quick, more sketchy, looking.
Yeah, a little more fuzzy, like it's more like DCC art. I wonder if they told him they wanted to go a little more their way with style.
Yeah, that's true.
So for rumor table. Do the plot. Wait a minute. Oh, there's a little chase tracker. Let's see if we get
cool.
Chase tracker down here. Okay, so this is. Oh, we got handouts. Nice. The sight of the strange leeches sparks a memory. I have no context for that. Sounds cool though. This is a very DCC dungeon map.
Oh yeah.
Garden wall alleyway with 20-foot tall garden wall. All right, so it looks like it's a little B&E type adventure, but something goes wrong. Sounds like.
Cool.
Then we got our classic ad with their reoccurring characters from all their DCC stuff. All right, cool. It's super small. I'll read that later. Let's get to the good stuff. All right, so for people that may not be familiar, this is based on the works of Fritz Leiber. His characters Fafhrd the Grey Mouser, which I think he originally published the first Fafhrd the Grey Mouser story in like 1939. And then it wasn't until the 60s that he reworked all his stories, because he wrote a bunch of them, into forms that would fit chronologically and context-wise into novels.
Oh.
And so then there are 7 of those novels, which are just, they're essentially compilations of Fafhrd and Grey Mouser adventures, but with he added linking material basically. Oh, there's like a foil on the letter.
Oh yeah.
See that?
Nice.
It's kind of cool. All right, let me open this up. Anywho, I've loved Fritz Leiber's stuff forever. To me, he's in a way almost more sword and sorcery than like Conan. Like it feels more to me like what a role-playing adventure in a fantasy world would be than like a Conan or a Moorcock book would be.
Right.
These two feel like adventurers, and they're a little more down to earth. They're a little more human than like a Conan or an Elric.
Right.
Grey Mouser. Oops. this is mirrored. I'm messing this up. Grey Mouser over here is a real smart-ass thief who also uses a little bit of magic. And then Fawford is a northern barbarian type, but he's a little more savvy than, I think, your typical barbarian. And then they spend most of their time in the city of Lankhmar, which is a huge metropolis, medieval metropolis. It's a really rich setting. So that's why you see Lankhmar on everything. Alright, what is this? Begin your adventure in the dens of Lankhmar in both print and digital formats.
Oh.
Visit the products page on DriveThru. Oh, coupon code.
Uh-oh, if anybody saw that. Hurry up, enter it
You
into
can't have that.
drive-thru.
It's mine.
I'm sure they'll give you another one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So we have the Judge's Guide to Newan. Or Nuhan, or however you want to say that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was supposed to be no-win, like Nowhen, but mixed up kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So again, some very some fantasy art that's right in their wheelhouse for DCC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
yeah.
would say. Oh, there's a chart on the back. 100 things to see in Lankhmar. Oh, it's a percentile chart. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Roll randomly on the table to spice up an encounter. Describe a scene, create a plot hook, add an obstacle. Oh, nice. All right, so let's say I rolled a, 57. Golden shears. What that means, but cool. So it's a, sort of glue-bound, soft cover book. It's a little bit of a world map here.
Oh, nice.
So he doesn't. I mean, he name checks a lot of his world, but as I recall, if they didn't go there, you don't know a lot about it, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. So Fawford is from, I believe, up here, the Cold Waste. I want to say, so in the first book, the first two stories are kind of the origin stories for Fawford and for Grey Mouser. Fawford was in this barbarian tribe in the extreme north, and he was constantly henpecked because it was like a matriarchal society, and he fell in love with this traveling entertainer lady, and he left home basically, but his mom was a witch, so it got complicated because she was like cursing people. And then the Grey Mouser, I want to say he starts in this great forest. I could be wrong about that. But he was like a wizard's apprentice type guy,
Mm-hmm.
and a general ne'er-do-well. And then they meet in the third story, and if I recall correctly, they were both trying to rob the same place, and they ran into each other. Or Lankhmar, sorry. There it is down there. Okay. Hard to do that on a glue-bound book like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So we got our table of contents. What are we looking at here? The lands of Newan, people of Newan, languages of Newan, gods of Newan, Newan calendar, Newan alcohol. Newan alcohol gets its own section. And the magic of Newan. Agents and patrons of Newan. Both those guys, Fawford and Grey Mouser, had their own patrons, who were these crazy wizard types. And so I think, the patron die. So they kind of wove that into this version of DCC,
Oh, cool.
I think. Which DCC has patrons anyway, but they tend to be like gods and demons and stuff.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I think these are a little more down to earth. So we got the cosmology of Newan. Stars of Newan. Oh, this is cool. This is one of those things, even if I didn't run it, it'd just be a nice little
Oh, yeah.
pleasure read.
No, that's true.
People of Neon. Now they did do. He does have like real world analogs, which is really common in these old pulpy
Hmm.
fantasy ones. So he has like the Mingles, which are like the Mongols, Northerners, which are kind of like Viking people. Um, Easterner. It even said a broad term. Yeah, very broad. The languages of Neon. High Lankhmarese is the language of Lankhmar scholars, nobles, educated merchants, and so forth, but understandable by all native Lankhmars. Huh. That's cool that they're. I mean, because DCC has such a vibe, it's kind of cool that they're uh, giving you all this info so you can kind of create a different vibe, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, Gods of Neon for Dungeon Crawl Classic campaigns. Oh, so this is if you want to divide it into like in a regular DCC game, I guess you want to put
Oh, you're right.
the Neon gods into them.
Hmm.
So it's got them separated into law, neutral, and chaos. Oh, that's the other thing. I think this game has a different like luck mechanic or something. They
Hmm.
changed it.
No, that makes sense. Yeah.
Calendar. Month of the panther, month of the raven, month of the weasel. They're all animals. This order of day. Oh, so every day of the month has a name. It's like Day of the Bat down to Day of the Vulture.
Oh, wow.
And then they have superstitions. I don't know if this is clear enough, but so the Day of the Bat is lucky day for working outdoors, but the Day of the Vulture is unlucky for performing sorcery. That's kind of cool. Oh, here we go. Page 13, the Nehwanian alcohol. It needed its own chapter. Get the amber wine of Cornwall, the bubbly wine of Ilfmar, Ilfmar resonated wine, legendary liquors, blooded snow brandy, made from rare ice grapes and crimson snowberries found in the cold waste. This liquor is imbibed by northern berserkers before battle, administered in a religious ceremony by the clan's shaman or spirit worker. Okay, so that'd be like where Fafard's from. That's
Right.
kind of cool. And then we've got mushroom wine benefit table. So if you're a thief, the character seems to move as if he is not entirely in this world. +1 die to all stealth-related checks. Wow, some good wine. Oh, and then there's mushroom wine madness table.
Nice.
Oh, so when you drink the stuff, you got to make a check.
Uh-huh.
On a failed check, the PC experiences intense hallucinations and suffers temporary madness lasting 2 to 4 hours. Roll on the table below, and you can get paranoid, delusions of grandeur, catatonia, homicidal rage. Wow. Magic of Net 1. Okay. It's a little. I mean, I guess it's DCC, but it's a little sparse on art, but that's okay.
Mm.
Uh, yeah, how do they handle that? Coverage. New spells, magical artifacts, and patrons waiting to be employed in DCC Lankhmar campaign. These spells are not in common usage by the wizards of Newan and are unavailable to beginning characters. Adventurers wishing to learn these incantations must seek out tutors willing to instruct them or liberate these rare magics from the grimoires of their enemies. So there's a level 1 wizard spell, Confounding Glamour. Oh, okay. So they kept the DCC misfire thing, the
Mm-hmm.
like chaos magic. So like you roll or you check your roll on the table to determine like the actual like effects of the spell.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I guess the downside to that for DCC is every spell is like a what 2-page deal just for that one spell
Right, right.
because you have to have that big old chart. You're right, they don't seem to have a lot of spells. I wonder if they're expecting you to incorporate the regular DCC spells
Oh, right. Maybe.
into this.
Yeah.
They probably are. Agents and patrons of N1. DCC Lankhmar introduces a new system detailing alternate means by which characters can bind their fates with those of supernatural powers. This agreement is not a magical one like that forged by the patron bond spell in the DCC core rulebook, but more of an informal agreement of mutual aid. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a whole thing in DCC where you gotta cast that patron bonds. You gotta find a patron, cast a patron bond spell, and it's a. This is a little more just like, yeah, I work for you. Becoming an agent. The PC must. They roll a chart. It looks like 17 is slay a current agent of the potential patron and usurp his position as valued servitor of the entity. Oh wow.
Mm.
Okay. Unsought after patrons. So this looks like this is kind of the base go what you see when Fafhrd or Greymouser visits their patrons who are these crazy wizards who don't like each other.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is like was he like Ningabel of the Seven Eyes or something? He's like he basically like a Jawa. Imagine a Jawa where you can't see the face under the hood, but you see like a bunch of eyes.
Nice.
And then I think the other guy wears a hood too. I can't remember what his deal was. Let's see. Agents do not always seek out their patrons. Sometimes an entity will approach a person who might be of use to the patron's schemes and offer to serve as the potential agent's mentor or benefactor. Other times, a patron simply adopts an agent without warning, stepping in to assist the unwitting servant and thereby bind him with the obligation of repaying his debt to the entity. As far as the written record shows, neither Fafhrd or the Grey Mouse are asked to be the agents of Ningabo of the Seven Eyes. Oh yeah, Shilba.
Mm.
Or Shilba of the Eyeless Face. That's right. One has 7 eyes, one has no eyes. So that's kind of funny. You can just sort of thrust a patron on somebody.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm your patron now. Do what I say. That's and booms.
Oh, there's yeah.
Oh, so they have okay, so they have like tasks from different possible patrons. All right, that's kind of cool. Let's see
Yeah.
what's the hate. Let's do the gods of trouble. Frame an innocent for a crime, or get an unwitting person embroiled in plots that turn their life into a woeful existence. Damn. Just to be a jerk face. Isaac of the Jug. Oh, I kind of remember him from the stories. Isaac of the Jug, as opposed to Isaac the Armless, Isaac the Burnt Legs, Flayed Isaac, Jugged Isaac, and several other Isaacs whose worshippers had walked the streets of the gods, was one of the many jackleg faiths to come out of the eastern desert. Originally arriving in Lankhmar on the lips of Brodrus, a near senile prophet, Isaac of the Jug enjoyed a period of brief popularity largely due to attracting the hero Fafhrd into the godless clergy. Okay, I vaguely remember him going religious for a little bit.
Mm.
That's funny. What's funny too is if you could get your hands on that first printing of the old first edition deities and demigods,
Yeah.
it has the Fafhrd and Grey Mouser stuff in it. So there's like some cool illustrations of some of this stuff.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool.
Mystic's got his own spell list. Okay, so they're fleshing out some of these named gods from the stories. Oh, okay, that's cool. Little fight in the streets of Lankhmar going on
Nice.
there. Yeah, Lankhmar's a really cool city because it's kind of like a, I don't know, like Rome mixed with Venice or something. Like it's huge, it's politically powerful, it's really powerful in terms of mercantilism, and it has a million different like factions. There's all kinds of ways to get into trouble.
Nice. Yeah, a populous and labyrinthine city rife with corruption, the city of the Black Toga. Nice.
So these are the two patrons. Shilba, was it? No, it's Ningabo the Seven Eyes and Shilba the Eyeless. So they invoke patron thing the way they do in DCC, it looks like. Yeah, so they just made it custom for this, but it's still very similar. As long as they got rid of that weird wizard duel rules that nobody understood. There's Sheila, the eyeless face. Okay, Shilba is Grey Mouser's patron. Oh yeah, he's got like the Baba Yaga hut going on.
Oh, nice.
So this book is a lot of spells and patrons.
Yeah, it's bigger than the yeah.
Interesting.
The other side.
Hates. Yeah, there's a ton of cults and evil gods are a dime a dozen. It's kind of which makes it really good for adventuring because there's just so many different little weirdo factions and cults you can run into. So there we go. Rules and advice. Carousing. All right, they did a lot of that in the books.
Roll for carousing.
Characters. Yeah, player characters in DCC RPG regain spent permanent luck through their adventurous actions, placating gods, seeking out mystical locales, helping the unfortunate, and other deeds designed to improve their standing in the eyes of the cosmos. While those methods will work in a DCC Lankhmar campaign, oh, I know what's coming. The average city-dwelling sellsword or cutpurse has little time or inclination to undertake such tasks. DCC Lankhmar introduces a new method for those morally maladjusted types to replenish spent permanent luck. Carousing. What did I do last night? At the start of every adventure, each player can, if he so desires, roll once on the following table. The die roll represents a PC's actions during downtime, determining what sort of wild mishaps and side adventures he got up to. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, very cool.
It's this chart. Okay, it's a 20-sided chart. Let's see here. Wait, what's that? Oh, luck points recovered. Okay. Now they stuck with the. That's a D7 on that one. They stuck with all the weird DCC dice. So, for instance, entry 11, in a drunken fit of ill-timed idealism, you gave all your wealth to, and then you rolled D3, a fledgling religion that now venerates you as a saint, or a father feverishly trying to buy his family out of slavery, or a suitor desperate to win a noble woman's love. In the morning, they return to express their gratitude. The only trouble is they came up 1D100 gold short. Can you spare some more? Okay, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's some good stuff.
Only, only problem is that if you're the chart needs to be like 100 instead of 20, but that's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
It's for laying low. The adventurers' exploits in Lankhmar may result in them crossing the line between legal and illegal activities. In fact, given the very nature of the most adventurers, such a misstep is almost certain. The easiest solution is to leave town, departing for distant lands, to engage in other adventures until the heat dies down. Circumstances and responsibilities in the criminal's life might make fleeing the city an impossibility, and the PCs must resort to other means to escape arrest. The criminals go to ground and lie low until other crimes or suspects draw his searchers' attentions. A PC who chooses to lay low must recluse himself in a hard-to-find place away from the usual haunts and lodgings. So it's like a whole system for not getting found by the cops, it sounds like.
Wow, yeah.
We got some legendary objects. Blindfold of True Seeing, Cloak of Invisibility, Dart of Emotions. I believe, like in one of the early adventures, Grey Mouser had a spell where he like cast magical darts or something. Which is like, this is Lankhmar. The adventures we've fought from Grey Mouser are cited in Gary Gygax's what do you call it? Appendix in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think they really had a lot of influence. They don't probably get the credit they deserve sometimes. Like the whole thief thing is it's so Grey Mouser.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think you're right.
This is like advice where the codpiece meets the cobblestone. We got some art. Thief sneaking into a second-story window. Some guy selling potions. Some other guy showing someone a picture. Okay, cool. Where's Fawford and the Grey Mouser? Now, see, this is interesting. Like, I guess people have their different reasons for wanting this stuff, but like, I would never want like Fawford and the Grey Mouser to appear in the game.
Mhm.
Like, that would just be kind of weird to me. I feel like it would kind of break immersion if
Yeah.
the people playing know who those characters are.
Right.
The meat. Fawford and Grey Mouser face each other across the two thieves sprawled since. Oh, okay. So this is like rules for how they first meet. DCC Lankhmar's biggest deviation from Dungeon Crawl Classics RPG is the lack of a zero-level funnel. Yeah, that would not make sense for Lankhmar.
Right.
Although the funnel is a wonderful aspect of the core game and goes a long way towards creating PCs the players truly care about, it doesn't lend itself well to a campaign seeking to recreate the feeling of lighter stories. Okay. So the meat. And its purpose is to introduce the PCs to one another, provide a plausible reason for them to team up, establish some connections, both friendly and hostile, with the campaign world, and set the tone for the campaign as a whole. First step is to concoct a means to bring the PCs together. This will likely be an event that introduces the PCs to one another and presents an obstacle which can only be overcome by mutual cooperation. The following table provides 20 possible premises. Okay, cool. Let's say we rolled, a 15. PCs all live in the same crowded tenement. When arsonists burned down the building, the former strangers agree to team up to learn who destroyed their home, killed their loved ones, and seek revenge.
Oh.
So the meat is actually an adventure. So that's interesting. So
Yeah.
you could do like, uh, well, I guess it depends on the game master, but you could do like character creation, roll on this chart, and maybe from what you read on the chart, sort of do like an inciting event, and then the game master could go and plan the
Mm-hmm.
actual meat adventure.
Yeah. Yeah.
After that,
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is.
Monsters of Net One. There weren't a lot of monsters from what I remember, so this probably won't be very big. Behemoths, massive beasts that thunder across Newan, being encountered anywhere from the wooded thickets of the forest land to the arid eastern deserts to the dense jungles of Klesh. Long-snouted, possess thick, wrinkly hide that has been known to shrug off spears and arrows. Despite their massive size and weight of several tons, behemoths move alarmingly fast and are capable of running down both man and beast. Nice. Beloved of Taya. Yeah, their adventures with supernatural things were usually like ghosts,
Mm-hmm.
old gods, or like legendary stuff like a dragon. There weren't like orcs running around or anything like
Mm-hmm.
that. As I say that, I turn to a picture of what looks like a freaking orc.
They're
That's
ice gnomes.
hilarious.
Right?
Apparently, that's an ice gnome. Yeah, that sure looks like a goblin or an orc to me, but that's
Right.
okay. Kleshite ghoul. Not to be confused with the transparent skinned. Put this up. It's transparent skinned denizens of the northern lands. Kleshite ghouls dwell in the dense tropical jungle in the south. These creatures range from dark brown to light tan in coloration and resemble gaunt humanoids with dirt matted hair and dense, abrased skin. Kleshite ghouls have shovel like hands which they use to both burrow through the earth at a fast rate and to attack and pin their prey. They dwell predominantly around graveyards and burial grounds, although they only feast on carrion and corpses when fresher, livelier food is wanting. Okay, so this is fun tie-in because we're playing Call of Cthulhu, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fritz Leiber was one of the many authors who had a letter writing relationship with H.P. Lovecraft.
Oh, nice.
So it was towards the end.
Uh-huh.
Leiber was younger
Right.
than Lovecraft, obviously. But him and Clark Ashton Smith and then famously Robert E. Howard would write. Lovecraft wrote like a bazillion letters. Like there are books of his letters,
Right.
like multiple books of his letters. But so like he would send, all of them would send stuff to Lovecraft to get his feedback. So I'm sure there's some cross pollination when you see
Yeah.
like the Kleshite ghoul,
Right. Right.
marsh leopard, polar tiger, rats of Lankhmar below. Oh yeah, rats are a real problem in Lankhmar. Snow serpent. Not a lot of hurt. Okay. We got here.
Oh, so yeah,
Oh,
this
this
the
is
bottom
hard to
one.
get on camera.
Yeah. I bet
Cool.
there's
Well,
there's
I
a
think
map
it's
inside.
in here.
Yeah, I think that gives you one. They just did that for end papers, maybe. Yeah. So it looks more
No.
illustrated.
Am I still on? My Discord's like freaking out.
Yeah. I can still hear you.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Okay,
Looks
I'm
like
back.
you're going out.
Sorry. All right, so here's our map. This may be getting laminated and going on my wall.
That's cool.
This is cool. And there's no way it's gonna fit under this camera. But we'll do half? Sorta.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Lankhmar. It's a really cool map. It had Lankhmar has like a ton of street names. Like he does drop a lot of street names in the stories,
Hmm.
which is awesome, and I can tell that they've included them here. Um, like I don't know how well this is coming across, but like Atheist Avenue, because there's so many cults that some people are just like, screw it, I ain't dealing with this. And then down, where's my finger? Down here, Pimp Street.
Nice.
Yes.
Pimp Street.
Yeah, and then see, there's a salt marsh. It is kind of a Venice setup.
Hmm.
We got the cool, very 60s, 70s looking title at the bottom
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
I believe in one of these books, there's just like stuff for how to like you're on a block. Here's what you see, kind of thing, rather than freaking try to actually detail the locations
Yeah.
of like fantasy most insane city, basically. But this is nice.
That's
it's
a great
it's
map.
it's long.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if you can tell, but it's much more of a narrow rectangle shape than these kind of maps usually are.
Yeah, yeah.
It's cool. There we go. Lankhmar, City of the Black Toga. This will be another chart in the back. 100 random street names. Yeah, so even though they named a million streets, there are a million more streets. So that's pretty cool. You can just roll in this chart. Oh, and they have it separated: larger streets, smaller streets, courts and cul-de-sacs, medium-sized streets, and alleys. Very cool. Oh. Oh, these are like neighborhoods?
Wow.
Like little, like almost like you're doing a hex crawl through a city kind of
Yeah,
thing?
yeah. Interesting.
That's cool. Got the history of Lankhmar, the look of Lankhmar, the powers that be, the guilds, authority and defense, crime and punishment, atmosphere, cost of living. It'd be really fun. This just occurred to me right now. Get the old TSR Lankhmar stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and then like compare and contrast.
Yeah, yeah.
I have a feeling these guys went a lot more with like charts and vibe
Yeah, yeah.
than, and I bet you the old TSR one has a lot more just like or location 20 is this, that kind of thing. Using this work, we set out to write a DCC Lankhmar supplement especially designed to be used at the table and not one intended to be read, studied, and memorized prior to play. Thank God. We didn't want to produce yet another fantasy city book filled with chapter after chapter of things the reader would already surmise. We're going to assume you already know general facts, such as the harbor has lots of docks. Very good. I'm glad that's the approach they took.
Mm-hmm.
So you got some history of Lankhmar, the guilds. There's a million guilds too. Yeah, what do we got here? The Guild of Grain Merchants, the Slayers Brotherhood, the Beggars Guild, Assassin's Order, Pimps Guild, Whores Guild. The pimps and the whores have separate guilds. The Sorcerers Guild, Authority and Defense. City the size of Lankhmar requires a standing army to both defend its populace and a dedicated civic body to maintain law and order. The soldiery of Lankhmar are responsible for manning the city walls, defending its gates, and when emergencies require, putting down riots and assisting the watch constables. Supreme Commander of Lankhmar's Armed Forces is the Captain General. Yeah, I don't think I don't recall any stories where those guys were very effective at all. Crime and punishment. Ah. arrested PC is typically either held at a local watch house or sent to the Great Jail, depending on the severity of the crime. Regardless of where the criminal is imprisoned, he faces a tribunal judgment in 1 to 6 days, modified by luck, allowing little time for associates to build a case in defense or break him out. The fate of a PC facing a tribunal is in the hands of luck and whatever defense he and his friends can muster. The PC must make a luck check with a DC dependent on the crime he is accused of. The check is modified by pertinent factors working for or against the accused. All modifiers are cumulative. Okay, so if you were busted for petty theft, you have a luck check of 10. If you attempted murder, it's a 20. Oh, attempted murder of a noble, I should say.
Oh.
And then there's modifiers like witnesses against, witnesses for, bribed magistrate.
Nice.
Accused is a known offender. Oh yeah, see, this could be a lot of fun. You just make a party of ne'er-do-wells and deal with all this legal stuff. It'd be hilarious. Okay, yeah, so here we go. Buildings. So we've got a random Lankhmar building. And so they've got construction method, function, and number of stories. Oh, stories, huh?
An air quality table. That's nice.
Yeah. I seem to remember fog being a big problem in Lankhmar.
Yeah.
Most of this is fog. Lankhmar lighting. Oh, well, this is what your criminals need to know. If you're in the Temple District, there's well lit or possibly dimly lit. That's cool. Cost of living. Oh, here we go. One of the primary goads that keep PC adventuring and plotting in the city is a specter of poverty. The judge should never allow the party to become too wealthy, and Lankhmar's sea of outstretched hands can easily reduce their funds to more manageable levels. That's cool. That kind of reminds me of the Modifius Conan, where like any treasure you didn't spend was gone at the beginning of the next adventure because you just partied and
Right.
caroused it away.
Yes.
Lankhmar street scenes. Oh, super cool. Is this a D100 chart? It is.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
So let's see. Pick a number here. 44. Dyers with blue stained hands carrying their ware. Oh, that's not very exciting. Here we go. Quartet of fur-clad filthy mingles. Very cool. Neighborhoods of Lankhmar. Event chains. Each Lankhmar neighborhood or place of interest detailed in the book is provided with an interesting event table. These tables are designed to help the judge create spur-of-the-moment occurrences that, should the PCs become involved with them, might provide a session or more of entertainment and adventure. Oh, that's awesome.
Wow, yeah.
So we have the quarters, River Quarter, Citadel and Rainbow Palace, Noble Quarter, Street of the Gods, Forbidden Temples, Craft Quarter, Richmond's Quarter. I think that they're called quarters, but I'm pretty sure there's more than 4 here. Here we go. So yeah, interesting events in the River Quarter. Okay, so it's divided by the quarters. So like this one is a cargo crane unloading a ship malfunctions, dropping a heavy load of boxes and barrels onto the wharf below. An innocent bystander or the PCs themselves might be directly beneath the heavy load and in grave peril. Was this an accident, or was it sabotage, or even a possible assassination attempt made to look like a misfortunate occurrence? Super cool. Yeah, this is much more sort of like improvisational, playing off the cuff kind of stuff going on. Okay, so basically each quarter has event tables and interesting little places that you can go to in those. That looks like I don't know that it is. Actually, I don't see the signature either. What's his name? The Fiend Folio guy. The guy that did all those awesome black and whites in the Fiend Folio. Like he did the original Gith Yankee
Oh, yeah,
art.
yeah.
I can't remember his name. Anyway, that's totally what that looks like to me. Shops in the craft quarter. All right, so this is super useful actually.
Is that Russ Nicholson you're thinking of? He did a bunch of stuff
Might
for
be.
for Fighting Fantasy
That
too.
sounds familiar. That sounds real familiar. Vendors in the Plaza of Dark Delights. So you got a guy selling curses. Yeah, so it's like a lot more. I think more like Magic is a little lower level than like traditional fantasy RPGs, but it's there, and it's like it bleeds more into like superstition. I would say, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Oh, the mandatory statted out our
Oh,
heroes, Fawford and the Grey
yeah, yeah,
Mouser.
of course.
So we got Fawford as a youth, Fawford in his prime, and Fawford semi-retired. Oh, interesting. He just keeps getting better, even though he's older. That's that's a D20 based game for you. Oh, we got notable NPC details. Ah, the neighborhood. Okay. This might be related to that little hex thing we saw earlier.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Judges beginning a DCC Lankhmar campaign in the city itself will find it easier to detail a small section of the city to serve as a starting point and base of op. Ah, okay, so that's like their starting neighborhood, I guess. Very cool.
Mm.
Okay, so you can roll for a base of operations, get like a tavern, a pit fighting house, a slave market. Then you can get some street names, interesting neighborhood residents. Sort of like, what do we got here? A rug seller who secretly smuggles goods and people into and out of the city. Ah, I feel like Grey Mouser did that.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
he got smuggled in somewhere, rolled up in a carpet. I think he did. That's cool. Neighborhood secret. So, for instance, a noble has a hidden love nest for illicit trysts concealed within this neighborhood. And adventure seeds. Very nice. This is pretty cool. Like, oh, and there's our neighborhood map example, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of like that very kind of just open, roll on some charts, generate some ideas, and go for it kind of thing. Kind of like that. Nice.
Yeah, that's great.
Again, it's standard DCC. You're not going to see a lot of color art, but it's still cool. And sure enough, here's our world map.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
This one almost fits under the camera. Very glossy. Very glossy. It's... Yeah. So they do eventually go. I think they even like go to another like plane of existence in one of their adventures. Okay. Here. Compendium of Secret Knowledge. Oh, got some Luck. These all say luck, and it's supposed to be like luck tokens.
Yeah.
Interesting. Some, I guess, if you want a character portrait. Rules options for DCC Lankhmar. Okay, okay. So this is how we modify it to make it more Lankhmar, less DCC,
Mm-hmm.
I guess. No funnel. So we roll our scores, swapping two of them if desired. Determine our birth augur and lucky roll. This is all from the original DCC rulebook. Choose a place of origin. Determine your PC's benisons and dooms. Oh, I'm not familiar with this word. Choose a class from the following: Thief, Warrior, Wizard. Simple. Optional, choose an alignment. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd leave that classic law neutral chaos structure out of this game.
Mm-hmm.
Determine the Nelwanian language. Roll on the intriguing item table. Purchase equipment. Based on class chosen, you may know some spells. Okay, so yeah, DCC has their birth augur chart, and I guess they're saying just roll on that in the record book. Benisons and dooms are similar to a PC's birth augurs in that they impact the adventurer's career in some manner. Unlike birth augurs, however, benisons and dooms are tied to the character's place of origin, not the sign of his birth. An adventurer raised in the cold wastes might have wildly different advantages than one hailing from the hot east lands. Benisons and dooms also resemble birth augurs in that they are randomly determined and can affect a character with varying degrees of severity. Yeah, because uh, I remember that from like running funnels. Like you'd roll on that chart, and sometimes you'd get some kind of benefit or something that your character just couldn't use.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That would completely. Yeah. Not make any sense.
Which I feel like they're just trying to use a Gygaxian word instead of benefits, but okay. Something like good reputation in certain circles, 2 luck, accepted freelance thief, 4 luck.
Mm.
Wow. And then you got dooms where you're like illiterate, you're an outcast, you're inept, you're cursed. Wow. Fake nose.
Oh, there you go.
Land of the Eight. Oh, okay. So, okay, that's for Lankhmar. Okay, so they have a different chart for each sort of region you're from. That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Explain all of them. DCC RPG classes in Lankhmar. Starting hit points. To ensure that the heroic PCs of DCC Lankhmar are at least as hardy as their DCC RPG counterparts, all first level PCs roll both the indicated die for their class hit points and 1d4 modified by stamina, totaling the results of both rolls. This allows DCC Lankhmar PCs a benefit. Oh, okay, so it's like skipping ahead from the 0 level to first level, so you just a little more hit points, basically.
Mm.
Thief. Okay. I really like the DCC warrior thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
if you remember, but like whenever you roll, you also announce like a stunt you're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
So like literally every attack a warrior in DCC makes comes with some trick they're attempting. It looks like they kept that, which is good.
Nice.
Wizard. Magic is very real in Newan, but perhaps rather rare than in other worlds. The sorcerers, wizards, and witches, shamans, etc., that populate Newan are just as capable of feats of magic as those on other worlds governed by the DCC RPG rules. The ways magic is conjured and the forms of corruption that manifest in Newan are different, however. These differences are described in Part 2. Okay, cool. Then we got our languages and Lankhmar currency. We have an iron tick, a bronze agol, a copper penny, a silver smerduck, a gold rilk, and a diamond and amber gludich. It kind of reminds me of the Swords of Serpentine using the abstracted money, but they have like a whole like half-page description of the money in the world,
Yeah.
and it's just it makes no sense. It's so confusing. It's hilarious. So, spell. Newan is considered a low magic world, meaning there is sufficient magical power to enact spells and other sorcery, but not so much that those who work magic are burdened with the peculiarities of what is known as mercurial magic on the other DCC RPG worlds. Okay, so they got rid of mercurial magic. Instead, when a wizard learns to cast a spell, he typically does so by studying hoary old tombs, copying ancient fragments of lore off the walls of ruins, or by studying with demented wizards who dwell alone in remote caves. Each time a wizard acquires a spell, including a character creation, he rolls a D% on the table below to determine if the spell has any stipulations and their nature. Okay, so it is a little like DCC in that everybody's got their own custom version of the spell,
Mm-hmm.
which is cool. So, like for instance, 36 here. Spell induces nausea when cast. The caster suffers a -2 penalty to all attacks, saving throws, skill checks, and spell checks for a number of rounds equal to the spell level after casting a spell, regardless of the success or failure of the spell check. That's hilarious to me. Like, I can cast a spell, but I'm going to be thrown up.
Yes.
Minor corruption. So we've got corruption tables. You get weird things like characters' hands are constantly wet as if you had just immersed them in water. Ew.
Yeah.
And then major corruption. Temporal decay. Objects owned or worn by the character wear and break faster than those owned by others. This is due to a strange bubble of accelerated time that permanently swallows the character's body. The character's age is unaffected. Only his possessions suffer the consequences. That's pretty funny. My sword keeps rusting. Raider corruptions, ritual magic. Oh. Yeah, that guy does not look well. White and black magic spells. Rarely wizards from now on make a moral decision to practice a single type of magic, either to benefit or harm others. Many magical scholars deride these single-minded sorcerers, proclaiming that such philosophical and moral limitations hinder the understanding of magic, and the only rational course for any serious wizard is to practice magic for magic's sake. Nevertheless, the concept of black magic and white magic endures. At the end of a wizard's apprenticeship, the newly minted sorcerer may decide to dedicate his life towards a single form of magical practice, either white or black. Okay. We get a +2 on bonus to spell checks. Okay. So they divided the classic spells into white and black, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go with one, you get a bonus. That's cool. Combat and healing. Ointments, unctions, and unguents. And restoratives. All right. So they're trying to tell you it's dangerous. Cinematic healing, increased luck and recuperation, luck in late March. Oh yeah, the fleeting luck. That's what I was trying to think of. They changed this thing to fleeting luck.
Mm.
DCC Lankhmar uses fleeting luck, a form of luck that PCs accrue in addition to their normal luck stat, but which can also vanish in the blink of an eye or the roll of a die. Fleeting luck is spent as normal luck, but is far easier to earn. So it says PCs in Neon gain fleeting luck in several ways. Those who engage in actions that amuse the powers of Neon find they quickly accumulate fleeting luck, allowing them to engage in more risky and thereby more entertaining to the gods' endeavors. All PCs begin each game session with 1 point of fleeting luck. Fleeting luck does not carry over from session to session. A PC gains a point of fleeting luck for any of the following actions with the judge's approval. Let's see. Roll a natural 20 on attack roll, save throw ability or skill check or spell check. Succeeding in a critical success or hit with a roll other than a 20. Pulling off a daring feat, performing an action or role playing in a manner that reinforces the unique atmosphere and themes of Fritz Leiber's Fafnir Grey Mouser. Acting in accordance to the schemes, dreams, or expectations of one's alignment, patron, organization, or other guiding authority. Suggesting ways the PC's doom might complicate matters during gameplay to the judge. And general good role playing. Alright. Anytime the PC in the party rolls a natural 1 that results in a failure, every PC loses all his fleeting luck. So one person rolls a 1, everybody loses their luck. That's kind of funny. So that's what these are. These are fleeting luck tokens.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. And we got some appendix stuff, intriguing items. Like a pair of wire cutters. 100 random Nehuanian names. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
There's the OGL fine print.
Yeah, there it is.
That's funny. All right, cool. No Skull Crimes in Lankhmar. I think this is our level 1 adventure. Yeah. Yep. So this is number 0, level 1 adventure by Michael Curtis. Authorized by the estate of Fritz Leiber. Oh, looks like we got a shrink thing going on.
Oh, yeah.
He's holding the fork, and that's a house cat. There's our ad there. Okay, this looks like fun. Again, it's a very thin thing, but we got adventurers fighting spiders. Oh, using this adventure as a meat. Very cool. Shrunk. We won't spoil the plot, but I think shrinking is involved. Oh, there's mouse men with swords too.
Yeah, it looks like the DCC box set was from 2017. That's when they crowdfunded it. Oh, that's when. Yeah, they estimated the delivery, so they must have funded it at the end of 2016. Cool.
Huh. Cool. Yeah, very short adventure. Judge's screen. It is not a nice, freely thick screen. It's a laminated card.
Yeah,
stuff.
Yeah. And it's tall too,
okay.
so it'll fall down.
I don't like. I've never been the game master with the screen. I like to have them as a reference, like just on the table.
Yeah.
So we got our lighting table, our restoratives, our buildings. What else we got here? patron stuff, carousing charts, really tiny text to fit on the screen. It's pretty funny. Fleeting luck rules, quarters of Lankhmar, crit table for monsters. That's it. Yeah, this is. I don't know how useful this would be, but yeah, cool. What do we got here? I think we're at the end of the Lankhmar material. Yeah, this is literally a newspaper.
Oh yeah.
The Goodman Games Gazette, dated January 2019.
Oh wow.
So there's Michael Curtis, who wrote one of those adventures, and I think was definitely one of the contributors to the main stuff. The first Neon map. Okay, so this is all it's Neon stuff.
Oh cool.
It's like it's all relevant to the game. It's not just a generic Goodman Games thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, look at this. This is a DCC Lankhmar NPC resource guide. So it's all for like random citizen generation. Oh wow, this is just a million charts. This is kind of cool.
Nice.
The gambling table. It's some kind of gambling game. Huh.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Rat Snake. A Lankhmar wagering game with dice. Oh man, I'll have to scan that and make a little. You can make a little scene on
Yeah.
alchemy for it. That'd be cool.
Excellent.
So this is a little history thing that he wrote an essay on. It looks like for the first map.
Cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, dang, I think we hit the bottom. There was other stuff. I didn't get it all, but I knew there'd be a fair amount of stuff in the box.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and those books are great. They're great resources. I mean, you can use them in all kinds of situations. Yeah, give some Lankhmar flavoring.
Yeah, and it's you can tell they're trying to adjust the DCC vibe a little bit, which I appreciate. Like it's not quite as wacky as traditional DCC, but it's still a little wacky. Oh, don't look at my coupon code. That's a nice little box set, and it was really cheap.
Yeah,
It's
that's
really
great.
cheap, so half off. So $59.99 is a retail. I feel like it was listed on there for less than that, and then half off.
Nice.
Like, I don't think I paid $30 for this. I think it was less than $30. This was half off. I remember. Yeah, it was like $5. And then I need to check my email because there's probably something telling me how to get my VTT assets I paid for.
Oh, right.
Because I did that for, I think, this one. It was just like assets to run this adventure, I believe.
Very cool.
And then our postcards. That is it. I figure out how to refold that map.
Excellent. Well, thanks for going through that, Matt. That was really fun. Yeah, and it's
no problem.
Yeah, they did a great job with that. I mean, there's a lot of material there and a lot of really fun stuff. And like you said, the hooks and the meetup, and also all the little potential events that can happen in the city. They've got a lot of flavor and a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, very cool.
Just looking at the chat real quick. Thanks for hanging with us, Clarion.
Yeah.
That arrived quickly. Yeah, it did arrive very quickly, actually. I think we were just talking about that, what, like 2 weeks ago or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah,
Maybe
we
they
mentioned
wanted to get people to buy in early and be invested. Yeah, could be.
Yeah, I wonder what they're going to
Kind
do.
of like Blade Runner. Blade Runner downtime. Yeah, the carousing thing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I wonder what they're going to do if the materials that they've already published are still going to work, or they're going to change it significantly enough, or I wonder what their ideas for the new license, their new deal for Lankhmar will be.
Yeah, it makes you wonder because this has a lot of like optional stuff and explanations of how to tweak the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Makes you wonder if they'll just like from the ground up make their system different
Yeah.
for that or something.
Right. Yeah. I wonder. It's too bad.
Like Luke Skywalker showing up in a Star Wars. I'm sorry, I'm reading.
Oh yeah,
Clarion's
no, that's
post.
cool. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, when you were talking about them statting out, setting the characters out.
No, not a fan. Not a fan. When I was like 12, and I was like looking through the deities and demigods, and I recognized like specific characters from the fantasy stuff that I liked. It was like cool, but now I'm just like,
right.
That's not what I'm here for.
Yeah, that's very true.
I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No. Nothing. I was just looking at the website. Oh yeah. They did another crowdfunding for the Purple Planet setting, but they didn't reissue the box set. They didn't do. I think those box sets are very cool. I wish they would have done that as part of the crowdfunding. So all you can get now is just basically the Tome of Adventure that they did for that setting. But
Purple Planet is that Dying Earth, or that's a separate thing?
That's a separate thing. That's a Harley Stroh complete kind of. It's kind of like a Harley Stroh's Dark Sun, except extra weird.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Just a more gonzo setting for that kind of.
Said the PC should be the heroes exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they're not going to be heroes because it's Lankhmar, they should still be the center of attention.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I like how much of the legal system and everything they included, so you could just start them off as like all insignificant, all convicted of crimes. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. I wonder if that might even be one of the options in the meat charts is like, you're all in jail.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah, it's like what do you call that? They're technically bad guys, I guess, but they're more like Ocean's 11 kind of bad guys, and they're not like actual murderers and what have you.
Yeah.
They're lowercase e evil, or maybe I don't know. But actually do a lot of heroic stuff in the stories too. So
cool.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, thanks.
Put that on the stack of games to play someday.
Yeah. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool materials. Yeah, so sorry, we can't seem to get back to Call of Cthulhu, but we will, and finish up that ritual and see how crazy that goes.
We've all taken a turn breaking, except for Terry. So I guess he's next.
Yeah, I've got there's possibilities in this finishing this adventure that I've got my fingers crossed. Terry's gonna go for.
Oh, okay.
So,
interesting.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But it was funny. What's that?
Okay, go ahead. Finish.
Oh no, just listening to the end of our last session to kind of get where you guys were, like what you had with you and what you were planning, and so I think it should be perfect once we get everybody back to that house.
Once we get our shit together. Yeah. Clarion said that meat chart was cool, better than you meet in a tavern. Yeah,
Oh
very,
yeah,
very much so better.
yeah, flavoring for the
I'm a
setting
big
and
fan.
everything. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of like some kind of starting the game with some kind of shared relationship or backstory or something. Like.
Hmm.
But this is cool too because it's like you start with the adventure that will be the thing that's your shared backstory.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, that is very cool. And to do that, like you were saying, do that as like, you determine that in a session 0, and then give the game master some time to like put that adventure together, and then you've got your first scenes, your first adventure together. That's cool. Very cool. All right. Well, good.
Shorter than usual, but I'm glad
Yeah.
we got to do something.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I didn't want to post another sorry. We're off again, but yeah, this'll be good stuff for the channel. But yeah, we'll get back to it. So we may try a Monday night. Is that what we're kicking around?
Sounds like
Okay.
if yeah, if you're free,
Yeah.
sounds like Terry and Will are free, and I'm
Okay.
free. So
Cool. Yeah, so we may give that a shot. So just maybe a few days before we get back to our ritual. Oh, sorry. Terry wanted so much to look in that attic at the end of that
oh
last
man,
session. Yeah, that is gruesome. Oh man.
Terry's hilarious. He's like somehow simultaneously being more and less meta than me and Will. Like he's like
Right.
sometimes I think he's like gets what's going on and how bad it is, and sometimes I think he's just going for it. And I'm
Right.
like, oh man.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah, so we'll have to figure out what we want to do next. There's one more Call
Yeah,
of
one more
Cthulhu.
adventure,
Yeah,
right?
so we could, and that, it seems like it segues nicely. So we could do that for the rest of October, or if there's if we want to shift gears into something else. But yeah, I think Call of Cthulhu will work through October. That might be a good
That'd be good, and then I
Halloween.
can.
Yeah.
That'll give me time to get my freaking indie heat thing done.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can do
Oh, yeah. I
that.
can't wait to get back to that. Yeah, that outgun system is so fun. The those dice rolls are a lot of fun. So yeah. Can't wait.
Stupid light I have pointing down at this crazy glare.
Yeah. I haven't figured out how
Yeah,
to
no,
get rid of that. Yeah.
I have some weird stuff planned for this last one. I wanted it to be suitably different from the others since it's probably kind of our finale
Hmm.
of the trilogy. So
Right.
should be fun.
Good.
Spooky
Good.
season, yeah. Call of Cthulhu most appropriate for spooky season.
Yeah. Yeah. That'll work.
Although,
Uh-oh.
I mean, Alien would be too,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. That's true. Yeah, I've got that. Yeah, so it wouldn't. Yeah, I could probably get that up and running pretty quick. And I think there's the module for. Oh wait, no. Yeah, the modules for Roll20 for Alien are garbage. Shoot. Yeah. So
Oh, we don't have
Foundry's.
to worry about it right now.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
on a roll right now.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, Foundry's good, but I wish. Does Alchemy have Alien? I don't think they do. Do they? Alchemy's
I don't
module.
think so.
Yeah, I don't
I
think they'll
think
license stuff. Yeah, yeah.
they have Mutant and Forbidden Lands and Twilight 2000
Right.
and Morkborg and Pirate
Oh,
Borg.
and I just saw Paranoia. They just had an ad for Paranoia on Alchemy. That,
Paranoia?
yep. When I was loading up
Shut the
the
fuck
yeah. When I was loading it up for Call of Cthulhu, there was a big ad for Paranoia. So that'd be great.
Which version? Because
Let me see. Let me just
the last version I heard about had all kinds of weird, like, cards in it and stuff. Huh.
yeah,
Oh, I'm
they
intrigued.
were. Yeah. Let me see. It's got to be the guys. Yeah. The
Oh, yeah, it's right on
Mongoose.
the splash page.
Yeah. Mongoose guys. Yep.
The core book, $30. Oh, I love Paranoia.
Yeah, it would be fun. Be a lot of fun.
Terry played Paranoia with me in like 1989.
Wow. Yeah, yeah.
Old school West End Paranoia.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this is probably the mongoose. It doesn't say. Yeah, they don't credit it. The art is great though. The art doesn't look it looks more retro. It doesn't look
Yeah, the art looks good.
yeah.
Yeah, the old Paranoia art was all Holloway. I love that stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah,
Wow,
we got to
curious.
yeah, we got to play. That would be very fun for a
Dude, yeah, I think we have a good group for it too.
mhm.
What? Well, they added a bunch of stuff to their Flash page.
There's a lot. They must be making some deals.
Is that running like Frank Miller's running? No, it can't be.
Oh, I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what that is. It just
Feels
says.
like tabletop RPG set in a mythical samurai inspired world. Okay, no, it's not.
Mm. Oh, here I could.
Frank Miller's Ronin was so fucking weird.
Oh
But
yeah.
man, I read it. I read it when I was like 14, and I just ate it up because it was just so bizarre.
Yeah, I'll throw up what we're talking about. We're talking about stuff off screen. So yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
we're babbling.
No, but I threw it up on the stream so people can see. Yeah, so this is the new stuff that was just added for alchemy. So yeah, they've got paranoia modules. Oh yeah, and I've got the rules for the broken ones. Those that's actually pretty cool. The kind of twisted fairy tales. So it's like a RPG fantasy setting, and you're just taking like Red Riding Hood or a Grimm's fairy tale and using it as the basis for the structure of an adventure. There's some pretty cool stuff in there. But yeah, alchemy. That's good that they're still making deals and getting stuff happening. I was worried that they would
Vampire
have a lot.
stuff.
Oh yeah,
I forgot they had vampire stuff too.
yeah, that's right.
We should make Will run vampire. He's actually run that before.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah.
He won't, but we should tell him he should. City
Yeah.
of Mist, was that like a superhero one? What is
Yeah, I think that's like yeah, I think so. I think it's like you're all kind of super powered or you've got unusual powers in a weird city. Yeah, I don't know much about that setting. I see people playing it a bit. Yeah, Broken Tales, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, I think I've got the assets for Broken Tales. We could do that sometime.
Oh, Clarion knows City of Mist. Okay, Clarion, fill us in. Yeah, they've added a lot of stuff.
Mhm.
I don't look at the market too much. So. Ton of Fallout stuff on there. Dang.
Cool. Yeah, I think that bundle had everything. That'd be cool if their New Vegas supplement makes its way on there. That'd be great to have those visual assets and stuff. Yeah, they got a lot of stuff. It's great. It's and the quality of this stuff is so good. Like you never. I couldn't believe the zero quality control for Roll20 stuff. There's some real trash on there that you pay full price. You pay a decent amount. I mean, Alchemy can definitely justify their big prices because they give you some really nice visuals and things to use for all the scenes.
So, does the paranoia thing come with?
Looks like
It
there's
has 16 scenes. It must have an adventure in it. Then.
yeah, the core book and then the accomplice book. So probably.
But I assume the core book has. Oh, they have trailers for their games now. That's hilarious. I'm curious because I remember reading about the mongoose paranoia. This was a long time ago, but it seemed like it used like cards or something, and it was like
Yeah.
very different than the old West End system.
Yeah, I've got their box starter set, which is actually the full rules and everything. I can take a look here. Let me snag that. They may have some more assets.
Abyssin is here. Hey, Abyss.
Hey, Abyss.
Yeah, you missed the unboxing.
Yeah, this
I was worried. Hope you didn't get in trouble.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, there's a bunch of cards. Yeah, there's decks of cards for that's kind of bonus.
Makes me wonder how in alchemy it's handled.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Because alchemy doesn't have a deck of cards thing. They may have some way to present that, but yeah, this is really well done. But I'm not sure how it plays. I've got really nice.
I just have these memories of. Oh my god, there's so much fuckery and paranoia.
Oh yeah,
it's so awesome.
Yes.
Like, at one point, we had to like bail out of a crashing plane, and we're like floating down on parachutes, and like the dude below me fired a rocket launcher up at my parachute. just constant backstabbery in that game.
Yeah, yeah. Because the computer is your only friend. You don't rely on anybody else. Cool. Chicago by Night for
It
Vampire.
looks like that Accomplice book has like how to make your own adventures for paranoia and like a bunch of NPCs and stuff.
Cool.
Which really for paranoia, I'd rather just have pre-made adventures, I think. But
Yeah, yeah. There is a bunch of stuff, already out there for this latest edition. Yeah, it doesn't say what's included in the base set.
okay, so City of Mist, Clarence says you play as kind of avatars of any mythical or other fictional characters you want, and you interpret what that means to you.
Oh.
Like you could take inspiration for Red Riding Hood or Rumpelstiltskin or characters like that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice. Yeah, like that. What was that comic series that kind of did that? Where there was like the big bad wolf and yeah there was a comic series that was similar to that.
Oh, was that Fable?
Fable. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Andre's a huge fan of Fable.
Yeah, they did there's one of those story games for that. The guys that did the Walking Dead games, they did a Fable series.
Oh
too.
yeah. Oh, there's a horror overlay pack. Oh man. Let's see what's in that. Some of their overlay stuff's super cool, and some of it's not very cool.
Yeah.
Watch a little trailer real quick. Oh no, these are cool. Oh damn. Oh, we need this for the Cthulhu game.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's one with little creepy bugs crawling across the screen. Although you'd have to make your adventure custom if you were going to add these overlays, but still cool.
Nice.
Yeah, because like if you get like, I think it's just a basic alchemy one has like 4 or 5 little, like there's one where it's like like tavern fire on the sides of the screen. There's one that's like mist rising. There's like little magical lights floating around in the air. But it never felt like enough stuff to me.
Right.
But it looks like there's 2 new packs of them on here.
Oh, cool.
Cave collapsing, electricity, fire interior, lightning, meteors, tornado. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, there's a medieval one now. Oh, they have added so much stuff. I
Yeah,
should be paying attention.
that's
I
good.
should be paying attention. Oh, they have scenes. They have like an animated tavern.
I
Oh,
think you can
that's
import
cool.
this stuff, yeah, into existing games. Yeah,
Oh yeah, definitely. You
yeah.
totally can. You just add it as one of the modules you're using or whatever.
Oh yeah, I guess I shouldn't play YouTube
That-
trailers. Who knows if they're gonna if they're gonna ding us or not? I should
Oh,
gotta be careful.
speaking of which,
Yeah.
Trevor, Broken Empire's Trevor, he just did another big live update video
Oh
a
yeah.
couple days ago.
Hmm.
It was really interesting. And then they, to accompany that on their Kickstarter uh, notification saying they put up a big thing about all the stuff they're working on. And they put a clip. They're making a soundtrack for the game.
Oh. Hmm.
And they put a clip up of, I think it was like the Fear the Horde or something like that. It was supposed to be like an orcish marching song.
Oh wow.
And the composer did a little write up about it. He took to do it. Because there's a part in it where you can hear the orcs like doing like a marching chant kind of thing.
Hmm.
And so he recorded. First of all, he created a 500 word orcish language for the game.
Wow.
And then he used that to record himself saying the words of this marching song, but he recorded it with 16 different voices.
Hmm.
And then he overlaid them to make it sound like a bunch of people saying it at the same time. And it sounds really cool.
Nice.
But the reason I'm telling you that is because of what you just said, because I asked Trevor on their Discord if can streamers play your soundtrack without getting a copyright strike.
Right, right.
Because as we learned from Alchemy, the stuff you buy in Alchemy is still going to get you a copyright
Yeah,
strike.
yeah. If they've registered it with the content ID, yeah, or some companies
Yeah.
representing them.
Yeah.
That's true.
So he was like, "Oh, good question. I'll find out." So I don't know yet, but I have a feeling it'll be you can't, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah, or if they include, all they have to include is a licensing document that then you can dispute the copyright, the content ID claim on, and then you'll be fine. It's just, one extra step for the streamers, because I've had to do that a lot on a lot of the royalty-free stuff, because the artists want to register their catalog on content ID, but they will give you a document that lets you, that proves you have a license for it. So it's just, that means every time you stream, you got to dispute the claim, but... because there's no like whitelisting or anything. I thought for sure like you could do that once and then they would just know your channel could play that, but no.
Like a blanket license.
Yeah, no, yeah, they don't do it.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Oh, also, in other random updates,
Mhm.
I'm back to editing this damn thing. So hopefully,
Oh, nice. Okay.
maybe by like the end of Tuesday, I'll have the next session edited
Oh, nice.
completely. I'm totally gonna cheat. Like I'm just full on admit like there's parts of that video that I'm just gonna like crank up the speed and do like Benny Hill style music or something, because I think 4 times
Yeah.
I got caught in loops in the dungeon.
Yeah, of course.
Because I made the fatal mistake. I was so dumb. I was so mad at myself. I didn't start. I was mapping it on Incarnate while I played, right?
Mhm.
And I was taking notes. Every room I went to, every encounter I had, I wrote the number and a little note about what happened, right?
Mhm.
So I have my notebook of notes and I have my map in Incarnate, but I didn't number the rooms in Incarnate.
Uh-huh.
And I just got into this loop and I was like ripping my hair out. I was like, what the hell's going on? So I started numbering them,
Mhm.
but it was like 3 or so loops before I got to, it was like, okay, I think I'm out. We're going to go ahead and stop for this section, So there will be parts of that video that are just like sped up, like, because it was just silly. It was just Matt like ripping his hair out, flipping through the book.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember the mazes.
But
in
I
this
didn't
book,
want to,
yeah.
because people have made the map. Like you can find the
Oh,
map
yeah.
for Firetop Mountain
Hmm.
online. In fact, somebody on DriveThru I think sells it as a dungeon, but which doesn't seem appropriate.
Right,
But
right.
uh, I didn't want to go that route. I didn't want to cheat,
Yeah, yeah.
But I was really tempted, after like the third loop, I was like, man, this is starting to piss me off.
Yeah, I remember that well from those books. Getting stuck. I was just here.
Because like go through a secret door into a room, and then the outcome of the room is like searching that same secret door you just came out of,
Hmm.
or going back to the other side, and it's just like, oh, this isn't helping me get out of here.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, hey, I can put up. Let me put up the page for Goodman Games. Show everybody what's going on. So yeah, they've got physical and digital.
Sale.
Yeah, the sale for everything. And so here's everything on their wheel. So yeah, there's the box set Matt was talking about, plus the adventures and the token packs. So yeah, lots of good stuff. And this is a great deal because it was half off of 220 for that slipcase for all of their 4 volumes of current adventures. So Purple Planet, Lankhmar, and 2 other collections that they've been producing. So basically, that's all the earlier collections, volume 1 and 2. I think of the thin books. We can actually find that out. But stuff that they've crowdfunded for and everything.
Very cool.
Yeah, yeah. So good stuff. Nice. Yeah. So I think a lot of their, so it's probably like a range of the Dungeon Crawl Classics adventures. Yeah. There's
So
a lot
what is your general opinion of DCC as like a system?
It's fun. I had a lot of when I ran that funnel, and then I ran the other one, the other kind of classic funnel for my daughter and her boyfriend, and we had a lot of fun. I think both times it was I don't know, like campaign wise, I wonder how it holds up. But yeah, I enjoyed the Hole in the Sky that we ran, and then the classic one. I think the one that's in the basic rule book, the Starless Sea.
Yeah, Sailing on the Starless Sea. Yeah, I've run 2 funnels and 1 actual adventure,
Mm-hmm.
and I had a lot of fun. But each time, let me think. No, it's 2 out of those 3 times there was someone at the table who just didn't get it. Like they just were not vibing with the gonzo nature of the whole thing,
Yeah, right.
One time was a guy who had never played anything but 5e,
Mm-hmm.
and he just shut down.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
he just didn't like, what? There's not like things on my character sheet to tell me what to do,
Right.
It just broke him. And then the other one was a guy in our group who just always plays a bastard, so he just turned the bastard up to 11. But yeah, I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would enjoy this Lankhmar stuff even more.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because it's like they dial it back to 10.5.
Mm-hmm.
It's not quite as wacky,
Right.
and it does feel like maybe there's a little more campaign juice in this.
Yes,
Like you could, especially if you're just screwing around a Lankhmar all the time, you can get involved in political stuff,
Mm-hmm.
faction on faction and patrons, and that sounds kind of cool to me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I'm curious. I haven't gone through it. I ordered the Dying Earth, the Jack Vance setting that they did. That seems a little tough though, because it's like everyone's going to want to be Magic users. That's the only problem with that setting.
would think.
Yeah, but they did the rules, I think, well enough so that other capabilities work. But yeah, you'd want to be casting spells. It would seem to be the most fun.
Did they change? Did they do like this? Like there's a lot of
Yes.
optional.
Yeah. They did.
tweak-
They did optional rules and tweaks and kind of made it so that you don't all have to play as casters for it to be fun. Because it is a weird, it is a weird setting that works well. But yeah, it's the magic that people are there for, and the homunculi.
One of my, I don't know about you, like, have you read Jack Vance stuff?
Oh, yeah.
It's actually a huge hole in my appendix in.
Oh really?
experiences.
Oh yeah.
I haven't read the Jack Vance stuff.
Yeah, it's good. It's weird, and you see like the kind of, he does a good job portraying the kind of like magic duels, like fighting with magic and stuff. Like is actually interesting, and it's he makes it as much of a battle of like intellect, like kind of anticipating what what your opponent will do and have a spell that would counter that. There's a lot of fun in that.
Okay, that's cool. I like that, and I think that's what they wanted to do with the core book wizard duel rules, but they're just almost incomprehensible.
Right.
And it's hilarious because you'll hear some of the Goodman Games people be like, yeah, we're not exactly sure how it works either. Everybody does it different. And I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's funny.
That's what happens when you let a bunch of stoners make your role-playing game.
Yeah, exactly. That works, right?
Yeah. Just go with the vibe, man. Yeah. Well, cool. That was fun.
Yes, very fun, very fun. Yeah, it's getting late for you, but yeah, cool. Let's see if we can meet up on Monday night and do some Cthulhu, and if not, we'll try again on our usual Fridays.
Yeah, it sounds like Monday's probably gonna work.
Good.
What for you and Abyss? That's Sunday, right? Or no, Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I went the wrong direction. Tuesday.
Yeah, right, that'll be Tuesday. Yeah, so it should be good.
So call sick from work that day, Abyss. And,
right. That'll be good. All right. Well, yeah. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll be back again soon. Yeah, I wanted to do something on the channel, and I'm so glad that you had the Lankhmar stuff, Matt. That was good. I was really curious about that box set. It looks like they did a great job, getting that setting across and still having it, the DCC flavor. Very good.
it's like the postman knew Will was gonna break his neck today.
Yes.
Just kidding. He didn't actually break his neck.
No. All right. Well, cool. Well, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll be back again soon. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.